Can a criminal really become president? The question of whether a person facing criminal charges can become president of the United States is both a legal and ethical quandary that tests the boundaries of American democracy. With Donald Trump, a former president and current candidate, charged with multiple criminal offenses, this issue has moved from theoretical to pressing. Here's an analysis on the implications, legal considerations, and ethical debates surrounding this unprecedented situation. Legality, history, and the Constitution. The U.S. Constitution sets forth three main eligibility requirements for the presidency. A candidate must be a natural-born citizen, at least 35 years old, and a resident of the United States for at least 14 years. There is no provision that bars an individual with a criminal record from running for or holding the office of president. Historically, no president has served while under criminal indictment or after being convicted. However, there have been politicians who have held office despite facing legal issues. This situation is uncharted territory for a presidential candidate. Federal law does not explicitly prevent a candidate with a criminal record from running for president. However, practical issues such as the ability to campaign effectively while dealing with legal proceedings could pose significant challenges. Some states have laws that could complicate matters for candidates with criminal convictions, such as disqualification from appearing on ballots. These laws vary widely and could result in legal battles over ballot access, ethics, justice, and voters. A fundamental aspect of a functioning democracy is the trust that voters place in their leaders. A candidate facing criminal charges may struggle to gain the trust of a significant portion of the electorate, raising questions about the integrity of the office. Electing a president with ongoing criminal charges or convictions could undermine public confidence in the justice system. It raises concerns about whether leaders are held to the same standards as ordinary citizens. The ability to govern effectively is paramount for any president. A leader embroiled in legal battles might find their attention and resources divided, potentially hampering their ability to fulfill presidential duties. Political implications. Criminal charges against a candidate can significantly alter the dynamics of a presidential campaign. Opponents are likely to use the charges as ammunition, while the candidate and their supporters may frame it as a political witch hunt or misuse of the justice system. The presence of criminal charges can further polarize an already divided electorate. Supporters might rally more fervently around the candidate, viewing the charges as politically motivated, while opponents may become more entrenched in their opposition. Media coverage of a candidate's legal issues can dominate the news cycle, potentially overshadowing policy discussions and other important campaign issues. This can impact public perception and voter priorities. Donald Trump. Trump's situation provides a real-world context for this discussion. As a former president facing multiple criminal charges, including allegations of obstruction of justice, financial misconduct, and campaign finance violations, his candidacy raises numerous questions. Despite the charges, Trump maintains a significant base of support. His ability to frame the charges as politically motivated resonates with many of his supporters, potentially mitigating the negative impact of the charges. Trump's legal team is likely to challenge the charges vigorously, which could result in lengthy legal battles. These proceedings may coincide with campaign events, creating a complex interplay between his legal and political strategies. Trump's legal issues could have broader implications for the Republican Party. They may influence primary dynamics, candidate endorsements, and the party's overall strategy for the general election. Conclusion. The question of whether a criminal can become president is not only a legal issue, but also a profound ethical and political dilemma. The U.S. Constitution does not preclude individuals with criminal charges or convictions from running for office, leaving the decision ultimately in the hands of the voters. Electing a president with ongoing legal battles could have significant implications for voter trust, the perception of justice, and the effective governance of the country. The case of Donald Trump exemplifies these challenges, highlighting the complexities and unprecedented nature of such a candidacy. As the 2024 election approaches, the interplay between legal proceedings and the political landscape will continue to evolve, shaping the future of American democracy and the office of the presidency.